Why must there be pressure? Create your own society. Get a new society for yourself, just as you get a new dress for yourself. You have all the freedom and just one life.
Is there a way to engage with community that doesn't arise from loneliness?
So I say there is something missing in my life. And because there is something missing in my life, I'll strike a relationship with this. And the assumption will be when this enters my life, then I'll be complete. There'll be happiness. There'll be fulfillment. That's the usual center of relationship. The man took a wife because the wife would take care of the house and breed kids and be good at kitchen and be good at the bed and also take care of the old parents. As long as you are giving me pleasure, as long as you are satisfying my needs, there will be peace. The day you stop obeying my command, the day you stop fulfilling my desires, there would be war. Why do I have to relate to exploit? Why do I have to relate to be dependent?
So good afternoon, Acharya Ji. Your teachings guide us towards aloneness, which is a state free from the ego's need for others. Conversely, medical studies do consistently show that a sense of community is required for proper mental health. If our deep-seated need for human connection is merely an egoic attachment, how can we overcome it if it poses a risk to our well-being? And is there a way to engage with community that doesn't arise from loneliness?
You see, when I say you have to be alone, that is not asocial or antisocial advice. That's something of the inside. See, even external relations come from somewhere, right? Let's say I relate to you, I relate to him, I relate to him, I relate to her. There is a center, a point from where the relationship is arising, right? Most often, the relationship comes from a point of incompleteness. So I say there is something missing in my life. And because there is something missing in my life, I'll strike a relationship with this. And the assumption will be when this enters my life, then I'll be complete. There'll be happiness. There'll be fulfillment. That's the usual center of relationship. And this is what we call as the society. Please see. You scratch my back, I scratch your back. That's a social contract. That's also what we usually call as marriage. Exchange of pleasure, exchange of dependencies. Right? So that's a center from which we proceed to relate with someone. That's the society. That's what I'm arguing against. There can be another way of relating to the other. We are not talking of relating versus not relating. We are talking of relating in one way versus relating in another way. Aloneness does not mean that you don't relate. Aloneness means you relate from another center. The usual center is pretty rotten, is it not? If this is useful to me and that's the reason I come to this or purchase this, will I ever care for its freedom? The man took a wife because the wife would take care of the house and breed kids and be good at kitchen and be good at the bed and also take care of the old parents. If that is the reason, would the man ever let the wife be free, or vice versa? Would the wife let the man be free? I'm asking. That's the nature of the social contract. And that's why there is a lot of violence. And that's why you should not be surprised when you hear of spouses killing each other or living partners killing each other or daughters being killed by fathers or whatever, or nations fighting each other. Because peace, whether between family members or whether between countries, is very fragile. It's a peace dependent on self-interests. As long as you are giving me pleasure, as long as you are satisfying my needs, there will be peace. The day you stop obeying my command, the day you stop fulfilling my desires, there would be war. war between father and son, war between countries. That's the usual contract. I'm talking of a different kind of contract. Can't I be, first of all, existentially complete? Obviously, when it comes to the air, I must be dependent on the universe. For this mic, I am dependent on the manufacturer. For this interaction, I am dependent on this intelligent panel. And you're dependent on me. For sitting, I am dependent on this sofa, right? So this kind of dependence is unavoidable. But can't there be another kind of independence? Yes, I'm dependent on this, I'm dependent on this, everything. But still, can't there be independence within? I mean, I'm speaking to you. Why must I speak to you? For a personal gain. And if I'm speaking to you for personal gain, can I ever be truthful to you? Then I'll have to mince my words and mix my words and dilute them and sweeten them. Can I then say it is truth without apology? Can I then say? I'm talking of relationship from that center. Please understand. Why do I have to relate to exploit? Why do I have to relate to be dependent? And that can happen and result in a very, very beautiful relationship if you are existentially complete within. Only then can there be love. I come to you not to take away something. I come to you not to snatch something. I come to you not for my bare needs. I come to you to just be with you. I come to you to give sometimes. Or if I have to come to you to take something, I'm very open and naked about it. Are you getting it? That's the center of aloneness. It's not an antisocial center. It is not a center of social aloofness. In fact, only from this center of aloneness. Aloneness means total inner completeness. From this center of aloneness, there can be beautiful relationships. There can be loving relationships. There can be compassion. Because now you are not looking to be a parasite. Because now you are not looking to be a commander, an owner, a colonizer.
So then, sir, where would we say something like true love comes from, or does that concept not exist? Soulmates and all of that, the one.
So this is what is true love, no? It doesn't look like ordinary love. Therefore, it rarely gets its dues. True love would rarely be appreciated. It would not get its dues. True love would look like apathy. It can even look like cruelty. And false love is always very saccharine loaded. We love it. You know, rainbows and scarves and teddy bears and chocolates and somebody opening the doors for you and somebody taking care of your flowing gown. That looks so nice, but that's not love. And then it presents its ugly face and we are shocked. We say, I have been deceived. Cheating. No, that's not cheating. That's the nature of the relationship. It is inbuilt in the relationship. It is going to happen, necessarily going to happen. You should have seen it coming. On the other hand, true love is not romantic. True love is not a thing of pleasant experience. It is a thing of inner elevation. It's a thing of holding somebody's hand for their sake, not your own. Or it is a thing of compassion. It is about supporting the other in the right pursuit. In that sense, it is true companionship. I am there in your life to enable you to do the right thing and live rightly. And that is true love. But that can appear harsh. That appears harsh because our expectation has been framed by movies and all the songs and all the hormonal stuff.